Okay, so let's get started with updates from last week. Since our last meeting, we've had some pull requests merged. So let's take a look at that. This one was the only one that's been merged from last week. So again, thanks to Sergey, who made this contribution. This is, again, had to do with cleaning up fields that you can filter and sort by. So this is just cleaning up that work. And then if we look at our board, there's a couple issues in progress here. I'll let Alex maybe quickly talk about the issues that were reported and being worked on here.
Yeah, so one of the issues that our internal team is working on right now is that products are not showing up for anchor categories, like products from child categories are not showing up for anchor categories. So we are fixing that right now. And in scope of that work, we are renaming category IDs field into category ID, because we are not sure what are the use cases for category IDs being used in the filter. So that's why for now we're just renaming it to category ID and allowing just exact match by category. And second task that our internal team is working on right now is that we don't have a way for front-end app to render images, particularly small image on category page, because the relative path that is currently returned in response doesn't contain cache hashes. And you can see here as an example. So item 2 is what is returned now, and item 3 is what probably should be returned instead, or at least relative path which includes the hash. So that is the second issue that we're working on. And also we have one more issue in progress, which was worked on during contribution day in London, I believe. Oh, it's probably a different one.
Oh, here?
Yeah, there was, I'm not sure like where it is right now. We'll find it. But yeah, so there was contribution day in London this week, and there was at least one contribution. You should be able to find pull request actually.
Let's see. Oh, this one, right?
I believe the second one. So this one is separate contribution, individual contribution, and the second one is the one which was worked on during contribution day. And we are working on finalizing this issue, and hopefully we'll merge it by the next week. So Misha, you can give update on the news tasks and stories that we have.
Yep. So we've had several issues come in or filed as new here in the last week. A few of them are already being worked on, but some of them that we already went over were part of that set. You can see one kind of outstanding reported issue here is around using variables in a query. So this is just an ability of GraphQL to specify variables that you can see in the query parameters, and then you can specify the values for those variables kind of separately. And so currently that doesn't quite work, so that needs to be fixed. In fact, let's tag them with.
Actually, we didn't add support for that, so I wouldn't say it should be fixed. It should be just.
It should be implemented.
We should start supporting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We can probably add that to our mind map of the entire backlog. So, but do we have a sense for how large the issue is or the story is?
I would say medium.
Okay, let's tag it as that.
There should be some like framework improvements.
All right. Okay. All right, so I'll add that to the mind map, and we move this for ready to start, right?
Yep.
Actually, let's maybe rename it so that. How's that?
That's good.
So that it sounds like in line with it being a story versus something like a bug. Okay. Let's see. I think let's look at the issues here. These this one we went over last week. This is we talked about it today. Both of these. And this one we just tagged. So those are all the new issues for this week. I think that's all we have for today. All right, we look forward to seeing you in our Slack channels or GitHub or any other channels that that you guys communicate over, and we'll be here next week. Bye.